Hey guys, so this is actually the finish of a scouting hike that we did for the Layla case. It's still early in the afternoon. You're probably not going to see this video for a while because we're going to get back with Layla's crew, search crew, to dig into this area. It's still enough time in the afternoon. There's a location I've been wanting to get to related to the Summer Wells case. It is on, I believe, on Lone Star. There's a gas station where we heard a rumor, and I believe this has been submitted to TBI, nobody knows about it, that that the mother was at a particular gas station at around 5:30. Everybody knows, nobody knows what happened between 3:30, 3:15 and 6:30. Therefore, that sighting would have been extremely significant. Down the road from that gas station is Eastman Horse Creek Park. That's on the way to get back to Rogersville, to get back to Ben Hill. That knowledge of that she was at the gas station immediately made me look at this park. So we're going to go over there today, do some scouting of the park, look for any holes, any wells, and any ponds and abandoned buildings, which I think I've seen on Google Earth, in the woods behind that park. So we're going to head over there and check that out now. There's a swamp over there, easily accessible. Looks like a trail. There's a trail, Jen. People go walking here, see?
Oh, there.
With their dog.
That's a good trail.
So that trail goes right along the wilderness I wanted to see if we could get into. I didn't know there was a trail. It's good to know. Does this gate off at night? See, that I don't know. And see, there's all in there, all down there. I want to scan this area just to see. See, that's the creek.
Yeah.
There's a creek all along here. What's that concrete thing? That's a well. Yep, with a lid on it though. You need a crowbar though to get.
Those lids are pretty heavy.
Yeah, you need a crowbar. Oh shoot, I can't go across. I gotta go back around. Yeah, that's too open in my opinion. See, all that is, maybe in the summer it's not, but.
Well, she'd have to go across the creek.
And there's another concrete well right there. The trail may go, I know that, so for walking in, there's an abandoned cabin right there. If it's possible to cross the creek, if that trail goes in. There's abandoned cabins all throughout here. And I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look on Google Earth again, but there's one up in there. And ponds. There's
Where does it go? The trail.
The trail? I don't know. See, it looked like it went into the woods on that end, so we should probably start there and see what we see. Go. Good girl. Before we go on the main trail, we'll go follow it that way to the swamp. There's the road I was talking about. It's gated, so private property on the other side. I was wondering about that. There's something over there.
What do you mean?
There's a barrel right there.
The barrel?
Yeah, see right there?
Yeah.
It goes in that way. Oh shit, I thought it was a trail. I don't have a...
She doesn't like even going in the woods near her house. She's afraid of bears.
She would not be afraid of bears in the middle of a park. The problem is she afraid of snakes? It's not a good oh, good point. June would be pretty swampy. It's not a good access point to get to the barrel anyway, because it's too wet.
Yeah, swamps. I mean, I could see why a swamp would be a good place to put something, but at the same time it would be hard to get to. And that's why it would be a good place to put something.
The person who was doing the hiding would have to not have a problem with walking through a swamp.
Carrying something.
True.
No, oh great, she's getting muddy.
Of course she is.
She finds the one mud spot in the place.
Yeah, well, creek isn't that big. It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely crossable. She loves this. So that's what I was worried about, that it was going to have a big old gate and a private property sign. But it also goes that way. Girl, oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Damn it. Come on, let's go. It is pretty. What's that?
Shut.
Yeah, you're right. It's literally bolted. All of them. It's a good thing, actually. It's all secluded over there and open land. But I think that crossing point was the only place you can possibly cross easily. It's like a, Jen, there's a vehicle. It's like an old truck out there. See that? Yeah. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Go over here. Over here. Come on, go. Come on, Moon. Run, run. Do your zoomies. Do your zoomies. Wow, she does like fields. What? What you got? What you got? Oh, it's just an animal. Animal made a, oh, she found a dead bird. Yeah. She found either a dead bird or animal poop. I can't tell which that was. It is weird, isn't it? I think it's still owned by whoever has the park, but it's not developed. Yeah, it's just undeveloped land. My gosh, Jen, all in there. That's all swampland. Whew. See, this is the kind of place I would imagine, because it's easy. It's very easy. And it's a big piece of land, so, and it's flat. You don't have to walk through anything, it's just a field. And nobody comes here. There's a bridge up ahead too.
You're a couple guys smoking weed.
Unless you're a couple kids smoking weed, right? Are those flowers, or I see colors in there?
Oh, those are leaves.
Just leaves? I was like, if it was a toy or something, I'd freak out.
Ooh.
You hold on to this? Yeah, it's leaves. Snow shovel, I think. Basketball. Strange the things you find out here. Part of a crate. An old well. Well, it's also bolted. Same as the others. Yeah. Come on.
I said this spot would be really low on my list of places to search, really.
Even knowing that she was sighted at a place right down the road? Same day, same afternoon? That doesn't make a difference?
I don't know, but didn't she go home first?
No. I mean, yeah, drove around who knows where, and the only place we know during that time before 6:30 is down the road from here.
Yeah.
But you don't think this would be a spot she'd pick?
I just don't. I think it's too open.
Too open?
Yeah.
I mean, there are places that aren't open, like, well, you're right, but there are people around.
I mean, the spots where people are not are minimal. You know,
Right.
there isn't a really great, well, not that I would, but if I imagined somebody doing something like that,
Yeah.
I think, and this sounds weird, but I think they'd want to keep the body close to home.
Where all the searches are, where hundreds and hundreds of searches are. Like, people say that, but I keep thinking, like,
Well,
where's the place that's getting searched at the time? You know?
I just have that feeling. That's all I have to say. I think it would be close to home. For a lot of reasons.
But
Even if they had a small amount of guilt or remorse, they'd want her close to be able to go visit her.
okay, so you were saying that the only place you feel confident is worth searching is the Ben Hill area, immediate Ben Hill area.
That's what I think.
So, should we give up searching any other location at all?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Are we wasting our time? Should we only try to somehow get into those areas and that's it? And if we can't, then don't search. Like, just don't entertain any other hypothesis, only do that
I'm
one.
not saying that.
No, I'm asking, seriously, should we just do that?
I just think it would make more sense. I don't know. You know, in a way, you're just trying to be in the mind of somebody that would do that to their child, okay?
You're assuming that they did it to their child.
No, I know, but if you think that, then frantically trying to think of where to put somebody, knowing that you have huge woods, wouldn't you be like, oh, I'll never find her out in those woods right here?
If I knew that there were going to be hundreds of searchers coming,
Would you have looked at
immediately
into it
I
that
would.
way?
Yeah, are you kidding?
Yeah, that's us.
And they're familiar. No, they're more familiar with the law than we are.
Yeah.
They've been swept up by the law, so they know what's going to happen. The moment a child gets reported, they know there's going to be tons of searchers.
Right.
So at least immediately right after that afternoon, she would not have put her anywhere within the search area, which was 5 miles.
Maybe deep down inside she wanted to get caught.
They would have found her. They would have found her. They would have found her.
Okay.
But
You know it's happened before.
even though she was placed outside 5 mile radius initially, even one of the searchers on our lives the other day said that she believed Summer's been moved. So it is possible she could have been moved into closer.
I just think that's where she is. I'm just gonna say that. I'm sorry.
So then, at least...
Especially if you think they moved her,
So
waited until everything calmed down. And
yes, I do believe that's possible. I do believe that's possible.
But that would still mean that she's near home.
It would. So that means that, and this is the thing I think about, the TBI was right in their last update where they said it's not a good idea to stay honed in on only one thread,
I
right?
totally agree.
So I agree with that, meaning that we shouldn't just look at theories involving the parents.
No.
But I do hear what you're saying, where if we're going to entertain the parents'
right,
theory,
that's if we entertain that theory.
then we should cross everything else away from the home off of the list.
I didn't see that either. Personally, I would, but that's me.
No, I'm asking you. If that's what you believe, why would we waste time searching anywhere else?
I've seen so many cases where that's the case. That's what happened.
So are we making the decision as a team from now on, if we entertain the parents, any parents' hypothesis, we only entertain the ones that are within a 5-mile radius of the house from now on?
I don't like being put on the spot.
We have to make the decision. We have to make that decision. Because you know me, I'm willing to entertain any place that sounds like...
I know.
Like I heard she was down the street at the gas station. The first thing I'm doing is looking at the map of any location around that gas station.
She, who do you mean?
In this case, this hypothesis is the Candace.
Was there
Candace Black.
that day?
Yes. According to the rumor, which I believe.
What
It's a very
time?
reliable source.
After she
5:30.
called?
Before they called 911. To me, it's in the time that something's getting hidden.
She was supposed to be home though, right?
Allegedly running around the neighborhood, asking neighbors where Summer was, looking for Summer, driving around looking for Summer. But she was coming out of the bathroom there, had washed her hands. They think she had washed her hands, but she was sighted there. She was sighted there. It was confirmed by...
It was on camera?
Well, we can't prove that, but I can't say how we confirmed it. Just
Okay.
trust me that it's confirmed. It's confirmed by a extremely reliable source.
I am not...
So...
I'm not the one who's going to decide where to look.
Yeah, but your
have
thoughts...
feelings, thoughts, but everybody else does too. You know? So, you don't just have to go for what I say. We look other places because other people have theories and ideas. That's that one theory. If that one theory is true, that's my belief. But other people would have a different belief about.
So you're leaving it up to me to make the decision of where we search. So unless it's near there, I'm gonna have to do it alone. Because I think there's a chance of finding places, of finding her almost anywhere.
That's the problem.
And if...
Look where it's most likely.
And that's, to me, when I hear evidence, like I just told you, then it's way more likely that she would have come to a place like nearby the gas station to hide her. But you ignore that fact, though, because you're dismissing the fact that she was at the gas station because it doesn't match your theory that she's near the home. So you're just dismissing it, right? Like, doesn't that come into play? Doesn't that mean anything? Or what do you think of, like, do you think that she then hid her near the house, drove to that gas station to what? Wash her hands and drive all the way back home?
No.
Like, I'm saying that information matters and it should change your theory.
This would be like the last place that I'd hide a body.
Because
it's so open. There are always people here. It's like you'd have like a teeny tiny bit of land that has brush on it to hide something. And if you, but if you live somewhere with tons and tons of acres and miles of land that has dense forest, are you going to come here?
That are going to be searched thoroughly.
But what if you were like, if I dig here and I cover it with all the brush out in the middle of way into the woods, how would anybody find that?
Grid search. Hundreds and hundreds of people grid searching. 5
But
miles. And drones.
I don't think-
And drones. IR drones.
I don't think
And dogs.
if that happened, I don't think they had the scope, the presence of mind to imagine what a huge search would be going on. If I were in a hurry and I had acres and acres of land, or miles and miles of land, there are tons of dead animals. You know, put it under a dead animal or something.
Well, here's the thing about this. A place like this.
I mean, that was gross. Sorry.
It's okay. Place like this. Here's the thinking. I would be the thinking of a place like this is that a park like this is you're hiding something in plain sight. And it's not just this swampy land where that on this side there's a field on this side, field on the other side. This land nobody walks on ever. Nobody ever goes there, and it's thick, and it's always thick all times of the year. That's number one. Number two is this isn't the only piece of land that's isolated. There's also the far field we walked along. There's a whole stretch of woods.
If you're used to living deep in the woods, would this seem like a place that has a lot of woods?
I've driven by a lot of times here, and there's no cars here.
Let's agree to disagree, because I'm not gonna
There's just
agree
a game.
with you.
There's just a game going on today, so
Right.
it's
No,
not.
even
always
if there
people.
weren't people here, I'd say this would be the last place I would go to hide a body. I mean, come on, really, Ryan? Really? Why?
Because
Because I'm saying it's not
Because-
true, and you
No.
were.
Here's the clever, if they're clever enough to think this.
I know what you're saying. Hidden in plain sight. I know.
No, well, what you're saying is exactly what everyone would also say. Nobody would ever search a place like this, which makes it a perfect place to hide
But
something.
would certain people be smart enough to know that? I mean, to think quick like that, and then to think, oh yeah, we have to put her somewhere where nobody is.
No, where nobody would
where
even-
everybody is.
Where nobody would even think to look.
Where
It's
where there are always tons of people.
but nobody's looking.
But that's not what you're thinking in your brain.
I don't know that if you're criminally minded and you have experience with the law and getting arrested and knowing how law enforcement works, I would think.
Do you know
so.
how many criminals get arrested for the same thing over and
Yeah.
over and over? You'd think if they had that much presence of mind and had learned so much that wouldn't happen to them, right?
They successfully, if it was them, there's another missing family member who has never ever been found. So they're really good at what they do if it's them. If this is the second time it's happened,
Where did we get this? You talking about that now?
I'm just saying, it's very weird coincidence that two people from the same family
that is
are
strange.
missing, and whoever made the first one go missing did a very, very good job.
Unless she ran away. I mean, she was an adult.
Unless she ran away, and which would mean she's still alive
True.
somewhere in Wisconsin.
Guess we'll have to go to Wisconsin.
Guess where I'm going with this?
She might have Summer.
I mean, if she knew something was happening, something bad was happening to Summer, assuming that,
Possible.
it's possible.
I mean, something like that might be the reason why she ran away.
And wherever she disappeared to, obviously she stayed hidden very well. She would have had to pull off getting up on that hill and getting her, though, somehow.
It's just, I don't know, that's very convoluted, I think.
Yeah, that's just a conspiracy. You guys, I don't know. We as you can tell, we've been at this for... We haven't been at this as long as a lot of people, but a lot of people are online theorizing. We're literally, like, we've been spending the past year and a half walking through a lot of crap.
Literally.
There has been a lot of literal crap, yes. And so I think we're just getting to the point where we're sick of needle and haystack style searching.
I'm admit I'm a little disheartened because I'm just not feeling it at the moment. And I don't know if that's just something going on with me, but I really, at this moment, don't feel like we're being, like, fruitful. That we're, I don't know.
It's about time, and maybe it's the right time of year that we start doing dangerous searches near the property.
I think so.
We need more people.
Yeah.
Like protection, because it's bad out there. There's like meth labs and
You
shit.
could look at it like we looked everywhere else.
Practically.
So.
Alright, you guys, I think we're at the point where we just have to start taking risks, and I think we have to get in there. We have to get into the holler and different areas of the holler with GPS tracking devices so we don't get completely turned around and lost. I think I'm going to invest in something.
And you
Tracker.
know, I'm still open to the fact that it might not be them, but I believe in Occam's razor.
Hawkins Razor.
Occam's razor. That, you know, the most likely thing is what probably happened.
Maybe we should be honest. I think we're leaning more in that direction.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just be honest with people. Like, I think we're starting to lean in that direction.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just lean in that direction.
Because of what I just said, it makes the most sense.
Alright, you guys. Slight change in tactics. I think we're not going to be exploring every single hypothesis out there. I think it's time where we can't do it every week because you know how hard it is to get in there. There's a lot of planning.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of planning.
Right, but I think it will, like, revitalize us in a way.
It'll, yeah.
You know, I feel really excited thinking about doing
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a lot of planning to do. I've got to get a little more gear because if you're going off trail deep into the holler type of wilderness, we're going to need GPS trackers.
Might need a shotgun.
It's easy to, I have a firearm.
I don't.
You don't?
I'll bring my little thing of pepper spray.
Okay. That'll work on meth lab dealers. Yeah. I guess we just made a decision. I'm not going to promise that I'm never going to search another location.
Well,
It's not that.
That's exactly what I said. I said that's worthy, but not likely.
But I might myself. I might just by myself. I can't give up. I don't know why, you guys, and maybe it's going to annoy people, but I may sometimes just go check out areas.
I don't feel like
I know you don't want to.
giving up.
I know you don't want to.
Right, but you're saying that it's like giving up.
Unless there's like some hard, very, very, like, related to summer or something that says, okay, they did it. Until there's that, there's other people that I think could have done it, and I don't.
There are
wanna...
other people, but I think the area is concentrated around that same spot.
Yeah,
I
for a lot
just
of people.
think it's just what I think. You know, and that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Okay, we're gonna figure this out. But yes, there will be more closer searches in the very near future. Whether or not that's all we do, up in the air. I don't know yet. But anyway, I know this one was, Jen was not into this one.
It's just,
I wanted to check it out just because of the story I heard. We checked it out. We're going home. We're not getting takeout tonight. I don't think we deserve takeout. Don't blink at me like that. We may end up getting takeout. Who knows? You can see the blinking, the cuteness, Jen cuteness. She's trying to pull this. Blink, blink. All right, we're gonna head home. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you for your support. Every single search, however needle and haystack it feels or not, we appreciate you all. Hope you all have a great week, and we will see you next time.
bye.